got British versus American words, and this is going to be words for different types of clothing. Really excited to get into this, see what kind of words you guys are saying for some clothes, and see what we're saying as well. Before we do get into this video, I appreciate if you guys can hit that subscribe button. And yeah, let's just straight into this and see what we got.
I'm Lawrence.
And I'm Tara.
And we're on a quest to uncover all of the memos that Britain and America lost in the pond, and one of those memos pertains
Clothing.
To clothing.
specifically the terms we use to describe them.
I'm
Lawrence Brown.
I know one. Pants and underwear, right? Well, pants and trousers.
This video is sponsored by Squarespace.
I decided to get dressed up for it today, so I'm feeling peak cottagecore.
And I didn't, because these are just my normal clothes. But
what's
I am really
cottagecore?
excited to do this list today, because I noticed when scanning the list of different words that we use for different clothes,
Right.
not only do the same clothes have different words, but sometimes the same word is used for different clothes. And
Okay.
also, what are you doing?
If you haven't subscribed already, then do that now.
That link will be in the description. Well, yeah,
really
one of the most famous is pants. So your guys' pants is our trousers, like, you know, like joggers and, you know, jeans. But then our pants is your underwear. That's probably the funniest one, but it might be a lot more funny ones than this we'll see.
That was really polite. In the meantime, here are some clothes and the different words we use to describe them.
Right.
This
Jumper.
one is a sweater.
Well, it is to you, and actually it is to me right now because I am sweating profusely. I'm in 2 layers inside the house. Of course, back home, famously, we don't call this a sweater. This is known as a jumper. Do you
Right.
know why?
Because you jump around in it?
I can't remember. Maybe it's something to do with sheep and jumping sheep and...
Yo, why do we call it a jumper? Like, what dumbass name person gave it that name, bro? Jumper. Well, you jumping it.
I don't know. Wool. I don't really remember why, but I know that now that I am wearing it, it is causing me to jump and, ironically, sweat even more. So maybe I shouldn't do
swear.
that.
Apologies for the sound, folks.
Apologies for everything.
In Lawrence's defense, there might be a good reason he doesn't remember the word's origin, because its origins, a bit like Lawrence, are a bit uncertain. The lead theory is that it evolved from a Scottish English word, jupe, meaning a loose jacket or tunic. It's
Okay, never heard of
self-influenced
that.
by the old French word jupe, meaning skirt. One thing etymologists do agree on, however, is that the word has nothing to do with jumping or sheep.
Yo, it would be so much better if the person that called it a jumper had it on and it was jumping, bro. I prefer that story. I'm gonna go with that story instead.
But while we're on the subject of the word jumper, that brings me on to something that we've been sort of debating over, and that's the sundress that you're wearing right now, this blue dress.
Okay.
Apparently, some Americans might know this as a jumper. What do you call it back home? And actually, you're an American. What do you call it?
I just call it a sundress.
Have
Yeah,
you
a
ever
dress.
heard it referred to as a jumper before?
I don't know what the difference to a sundress and a dress is. They're both the same to me, but like, yeah, who would call a dress a jumper? Huh?
I think maybe the little girl dresses that are sort of like pinafores are jumpers.
Well, it's funny that you should use the word pinafore because apparently that's what we call it back in Britain.
Pinafores are an apron that can also be used as a dress sometimes.
I've never
That's
heard of
it.
pinafore.
That's all. I think I'm going to get out of this perspirator now. Sweater. We talked about it before, but this list wouldn't be complete, of course, without these.
Pants.
Trousers. And you call them...
Pants.
And if you're interested in knowing a bit more about the history of that word difference, you can look at my YouTube.
You know what? To be fair, right? The confusion, it is getting better. You know how, like, I said that your underwear is our pants? I can't remember the last time someone called pants, like, for underwear. We just call them underwear now. So maybe we'll start calling trousers pants, bro. I don't even call them trousers. I just call them what I'm wearing. So, like, joggers, jeans. I never say the word trousers either.
Short all about the subject.
Oh la la.
Well, this past Christmas, I was afforded a very nice Christmas present from Tara's mom.
Dressing
and when I
gown.
opened it, revealing my surprise, I said, "Oh, look, a very nice dressing gown for this man in his 40s. Don't really call it a dressing gown often in the US, do you? What would you call this?
Call it a robe, but dressing gown is kind of an old-fashioned way.
You know what? I do like a good robe. I prefer robe to dressing gown. I really do. I have heard people in the UK call it robe before. Robe just sounds more like Roman type, like emperor. What he would wear. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I like the word robe. I'd rather use robe.
That we might say it as well.
Are you saying that in Britain we're old-fashioned?
Yes, although right now you're quite casual.
Casual? I'm in a bathrobe. I mean, well, that is casual. Now, you said robe there. Would you ever refer to this as a bathrobe, as is suggested on that same Wikipedia article?
Sure.
Interesting, because to us, and this was pointed out to me by one of my patrons, a bathrobe back in Britain would be one of those towel material type robes that you get in hotels, you know, the white things.
I think that just refers to the type of cloth, which that's a terry cloth. This one is cotton. It's the same purpose.
Either way, a bathrobe is something you might wear after taking a long plunge.
What's going on?
The next one is a clothing item that we do have in this house, but we think it's in the dirty laundry, so we didn't want to pull it out. And that is the legwear that's mostly associated with sports and Walmart.
Sweatpants.
Sweatpants.
Oh, okay. We call them joggers. But trainers and sneakers is a good one as well, bro. I actually wish that we called them sneakers instead of trainers. It just sounds cooler, but does that make sense? It sounds better than trainer. Yeah, I mean, trainer, sneakers.
No. Sweatpants was a term that I only learned after moving to the United States. When I was a kid, I had about 3 pairs of these things, because you do when you're a kid. And to me, they were jogging bottoms.
Yeah, we call them
joggers. The funny thing is, I never
do.
really did any jogging in them. Tara, one item of clothing.
You know what? To be fair, why are they called jogging bottoms? Because it's not the kind of like, well, like, I wouldn't want to jog in these. I don't know. You'd want to jog in shorts, no?
The thing that I often see worn by Suburban Sue is a sort of sleeveless puffer jacket thing. And it reminded me that, again, as a kid, I had one of these, a black one, that when I wore it, I thought I looked like Han Solo.
Bomber jacket.
I refer to this as a body warmer, which is a bit confusing because it only warms your torso.
Wait, why did I say bomber jacket? Wait, don't we call them bombers? I don't know.
Oh,
why do we call them bombers?
Your body. But what do you refer to this as, if you do have a name for it? I don't even know. I've never asked you.
I think it's a vest. It's like a, puffer vest or, I don't know, sleeveless jacket. A life preserver.
Oh, Back to the Future reference. I also had a red one. It's so funny that you called it a vest. This does line up with some of the things I've read online, but it's not the only thing that you refer to as a vest, is it?
No, a vest is a category of garment. So you can have a vest for outerwear, like the puffer vest. A vest that goes with maybe a tuxedo.
That's a waistcoat.
Like a waistcoat. Because in Britain, we definitely refer to that as a waistcoat.
And we would have 120 years ago.
Yo, how we get roasted this hard by you, bro? Yo. Hey, is this what you Americans think when we talk? We talk old fashioned? Oh, we gotta change our vocab, bro. We gotta change our words.
Like the puffer vest, a vest that goes with maybe a tuxedo.
Like a waistcoat. Because in Britain, we definitely refer to that as a waistcoat.
And we would have 120 years ago.
Well, there might be a reason that we don't refer to those things as vests anymore. And that's because the word vest in Britain specifically means that type of garment worn by Stanley Kowalski in A Streetcar Named Desire.
We only call them
presumably
vests.
to avoid further confusion over the word vest, you refer to it as what?
A tank top or an undershirt.
This one is near and dear to my heart because many years ago I played Winston Smith in a university production of 1984. And in that, they had us all wear what we refer to as boiler suits. Those things that just cover your entire body. And they're usually dark blue, navy blue. I don't know why that is, but they are. But you don't call them boiler suits. In fact, when I brought this...
Hey, yo, Lawrence, you're by yourself here, buddy. Bro, I've never heard of the term boiler suit, dude.
Up to you earlier, you were confused by that term. What would you refer to these as?
Just coveralls.
Oh, that's weird. This gets weirder. What am I doing with the mic? It's all weird. Well, with those, it gets even more confusing still because you refer to them as coveralls. An alternate name that we have for them in Britain is simply overalls. Once again.
Oh yeah, I've heard of overalls. I would call that a jumpsuit or overalls.
They're all over your body. It makes sense. Overalls means something else to you, doesn't it?
An overall just has the straps. So it is over your body, but it gets straps at the top, kind of like my dress.
Oh, okay.
And then the rest of it is an overall.
Okay, so that's why I was confused when I moved here, because to us, I've always known that as dungarees. Have you ever heard that word?
Only from you, and it's very silly.
Dungarees, it's a word.
Yo, she is absolutely... roasted the English language. Hey, people from England speaking English, dude. We need to change our words, man. We're getting roasted.
Word that actually comes from Hindi, and I suspect that the reason that there's a difference here is that the British, of course, had a lot of involvement in India through their empire, and America didn't.
That said, it turns out that some Americans might use dungarees to refer to denim jeans.
Huh? Hey, yo, bro, we gotta adapt and get on the same level, dude, because this is like, no wonder we're getting so confused when we're talking, bro. Know what I'm saying? All these different words, we got the same words meaning different things, bro. Yo, like you guys telling me like I need to take off my pants or change my pants, and I'm like, yo, I ain't changing my underwear. Huh? Yo, I mean, it's getting confusing.
Okay, well, if I've learned anything from this video, it is that wearing a sweater indoors in May truly makes you sweat and jump. Have you learned anything today, or is this stuff you already knew?
Both.
Both.
Let us know in the comments which words you use for these quotes. And of course, you can go and join our Patreon at Patreon.
She is an absolute savage, bro, but I love it. I love these two, man. Make sure you do check them out. Their link is in the description. But yeah, really good video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more content. I'm live every single day on twitch.tv/L3WG. If you guys want to check me out over there, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.